Welcome to the voyage of the naughty nuts. See, I got a haircut. Look at that. I let it go out into the dog catcher. It runs me down, and then I get it whacked off and start over again. Anyway, what is our naughty nut today? Well, this quote from T.S. Eliot always comes to mind. Let's explore it. The quote, I love T.S. Eliot because his 2 or 3 line little poems are like Zen koans. And here is the one that will make you laugh if you realize it. We shall not cease from exploration. Okay? We shall not cease from exploration. And at the end of all of our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. Now that, when that happens to you, you will fall on the floor laughing spontaneously. That is the laughter of awakening. All your searching, all your seeking, all your crying, I thirst, comes to the end when you realize that you've been swimming in a pool. That you've been swimming in a lake. This is another good line from Master Hakuin's chant in the praise of the Zen. And I'll read the first part. From the very beginning, all beings are Buddha, like water and ice. Without water, no ice. Outside us, no Buddhas. How near the truth, yet how far we seek. Like one in water crying, I thirst. Like a child of rich birth, wandering poor on this earth, we endlessly circle the 6 worlds. The cause of our sorrow is ego delusion. From dark path to dark path, we've wandered in darkness. How can we be free from birth and death? The gateway to freedom is Zazen Samadhi, beyond exaltation, beyond all our praises, the pure Mahayana. So there's more to this Hakuin's chant in praise of Zazen. But we'll stop at that when we arouse the mind that does not rest on the journey, on the seeking, we see that we're already home. That in our striving to go home, we have created a tension between where we are and where we want to be. And at some point, there is an end to that exploring, and we snap back to where we started and break out laughing. For no, people think we're mad. We just roar with laughter for no reason. We know we roar with laughter because of the absurdity of seeking where we already are. That's the key. The serious knot is seeking. I've got to get to home. I've got to get to the promised land. I've got to get to fame. I've got to get to fortune. I've got to get to the end of my suffering. I've got to get to the end of this pain. And so we struggle. We seek. We quest. We struggle. And at some point, like the end of a yo-yo, the string gets too long to sustain itself. And it snaps back. And when it snaps back, we see, without doubt, without question, that we've always been where we started. The whole journey was a dream, like Wizard of Oz. She wakes up back in Kansas. So when you strive to get out of the serious knot, there comes a moment where the tension cannot be sustained and you snap back to where you started and see yourself for the first time. This is what Avatar was all about for me. Jake Sully awoke in Pandora in a Navi body, and the world was full of wonder. When you snap back and you see that coming and going, you never left home, that in your marriage or where you live, where you are, is where you started, and there is no journey. You're always coming and going. You never leave home. You never leave who you are. You never leave your true self. But we struggle and strive to get away from this knot, to get to somewhere in our imagination where there's no knot. But you are the knot. Life is a knot. Buddha said this: life is suffering. Life is a knot. Where can you go that the knot is not? Don't you see? If you are a knot, if consciousness is a knot, where can you go that there's no knot? Not, remember that? I don't know when it was, some decades ago. It was popular that when you would make a statement, you would say, not. Not. Sorry, Charlie, not. N-O-T. K-N-O-T. Sounds the same. And they're the same, except the not is ironic. The N-O-T is the ironic knot. And this is what, when you strive to get out of the knot, there is always the not, N-O-T. Not this, not that, not this, not that. You strive to get out of the knot, and it's always not this. Excuse me, N-O-T. Not this, you see. And when you see that through and through, you see through the knot. And when you see through the knot, when you laugh at the knot because there is no knot, that's awakening. That's awakening to the liberation from suffering of the knot. So life is suffering, said Buddha. Life is a knot. What is the cause of this suffering? There is a cause, he said. The cause, and then he said there's the noble truth. So there is a knot, there is a cause of the knot, and there is liberation from the knot. The liberation from the knot is the ironic knot. N-O-T. The knot is not a knot. But it looks like a knot, but it's not a knot. Have I thoroughly tied you in a knot? When you see that the knot is not a knot, you just break out in laughter for no reason. Thanks for dropping in. Subscribe and kick this knot down the road.